start to get this, I gotta go inside.
Yeah, we'll go then, baby girl, we'll go then. They're about to see us shine.
Yo, what is up everybody? It's Josh here. Today, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a different video. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to tail whip. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It should be a fairly short video. But if you guys are new here, I do upload a lot of different type of content, reaction videos, tutorials like this. I also do just vlogs. That is my main style of content. And I feel like if you guys are into scootering, you would really like them. So go check them out. Those are more entertaining, but this one is more like a tutorial video. So that's basically it. It should be a fairly short video. Like I said, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and follow my sponsor on Instagram as well. Dial Scooters and BMX, they're amazing. But yeah, we're gonna get to the skate park here in a few days and film a lot of videos. But starting today, I'm gonna try my very best to do daily uploads. So let's do this. All right, so like I said, I do a lot of other content. I'll link one of my other videos. I think it's in this corner in the cards if you guys wanna watch that one. But for now, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to tail whip. So I'd say the very first step when you're trying to learn how to do a tail whip is getting your stance right. So you obviously have to figure out if you're goofy or regular. Goofy is if your right foot is in the front, and regular is if your left foot is in the front. And basically, you're gonna figure out which foot you want to flick the scooter with naturally. So for me, that's my front foot. Most people do it with their back foot, but you're gonna want to kind of curl your toe around the edge of the deck so that you can flick it as hard as possible. That's one thing that helped me whenever I was learning tail whip, and it honestly took me a very long time to learn tail whips. I was a slow learner when I first started. Another thing that's also pretty obvious is you wanna have your bunny hop down very well. You wanna be able to jump as high as you possibly can, and you'll obviously get better at it over time. Right as you come up, you're gonna want to flick the deck right as you come off the ground. You're gonna wanna flick it with your toe around the edge of it, and you're just gonna wanna bring it around. Another thing that helps a lot of people is learning the tail whip motion with your bars. That doesn't really come in a lot when you're learning single tail whips, but when you're learning doubles, triples, quad, etc., that motion really helps. It is literally starting to rain right now, but I'm gonna try to get this video finished. So, right, like I said, you get your stance down. If you wanna be goofy or regular, whatever feels natural, you don't need to question it at all. And then you're gonna jump as high as you can and get either your front foot or your back foot to flick the whip for you. That's probably the hardest part, is getting the whip around. It really takes a lot of practice. Some people it takes minutes, hours. Some people it takes weeks to learn it, months even. And that's not that big of a deal. The main thing is that you just cannot give up when you're trying to learn a tail whip. A lot of times it's one of the very first tricks you learn. And if you give up on your first trick, it's kind of pointless to keep riding. And you have to stick with it. Basically, when you do the hand motion while you're tail whipping, it's kind of just like you're aiding the deck in the direction that it's trying to go. You're leaning the scooter to where the deck can spin where you want it to go, like I said. And the main thing, the biggest tip that I can give for people that are trying to learn tail whips is to just stay persistent. You have to keep trying it. You cannot give up, because literally, I will not even lie to you, it took me over a few months to learn a tail whip. And it's probably because I wasn't focusing on it that much, but I also just wasn't committing. And that's where the last step comes in. Once you start to get this, I gotta go inside. But once you start to get the whip around and you're getting enough height, bend your knees all the way down so that you can spring up and get as much height as possible. And another thing that you guys probably saw me doing was I was catching the tail whip with my foot before it hit the ground. You don't have to do that. You just have to be able to put your feet on. And that's one thing that a lot of people struggle with when they're learning new tricks, is being able to commit to them. Commitment is one of the hardest things in scootering. Knowing that you're gonna land it is a very hard thing to convince yourself to do. You just have to tell yourself that you're gonna land it. You have to tell yourself that you're gonna put your feet on this try, and you have to control your feet midair and throw them on the deck. You are in the air, you're conscious of what you're doing, and you just need to look at the deck and throw your feet on. And a lot of people get stuck in a pattern of just getting one foot on the deck, and that's a very big problem, because if you get stuck in that, the more you do it, the more muscle memory you create, to where you're just gonna keep doing it over and over, and it's gonna get harder and harder every time you try. So just try your best to commit with both your feet. Honestly, in my opinion, that's it to a tail whip. It's not that complicated, and once you get it, it's gonna be very easy for you. Obviously, it looks easy when I do it, but I've been riding for over 4 years now, so it's a little bit different. A lot of people that watch this are probably just now starting, and that's okay. Like I said, the main thing that I tell you is to just stay persistent and keep trying, and do not give up whenever you're trying to learn a new trick. But yeah, that is all I have to say about tail whips. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot. I'm trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, and maybe 500 by the end of the summer. I have about a month and a half left. Maybe we can do it. I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys are the ones that can make that happen for me. But till then, I'm gonna be trying to upload as much as possible, maybe daily. I have a playlist for tutorials if you guys wanna look at that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.